we thought that we, as a university and college, where large number of adolescents, youth are part and parcel of our educational formal system, and they have outreach in the extension, community outreach in the society as part of fieldwork, as part of internship, as part of community outreach. So first and foremost, we should understand the domain of adolescent issue, adolescent health, reproductive child health issue, and then we communicate to the community at large on a very important aspect. So on the occasion, not taking too much time today from my side, because we have already invited our Honorable Shankar Chaudhary. You are already associated because he had already taken a session among your group on mental health issues, and it was very well deliberated that day. And he will now be part of our regular counseling and guidance, sessions of the course. But the only thing that we wish to say that the Population Education Club and Population Education Resource Center, which were there, funded by the University Grants Commission, we will start in a different format. The format will be Population and Development Club under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So we'll have the Population and Development Club under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan in the university and colleges, and in the community we will have the extension of this population and developmental club, so that the large number of the population, especially young and youth, who are in the highest number among our population, they will be provided education, awareness, advocacy, and also they will be communicated about the issues and challenges, and they will also try to link with the services which they desire with the help of the volunteer organization, government organization, and this will be the initiative under our extension and community domain with our young population, and which will be having this activity. This activity we will link with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and other respective, ministries as part of our, proposal, a large and very ambitious program of centenary celebration, the response of our department, which we are in a process of gradually drafting. It will have a many corners, and this will be one of the important corner on that. So let me invite today that Professor Shankar Chaudhary to discuss on that aspect. And one thing that we say, Professor Chaudhary, last day and yesterday I was discussing, I was very surprised to know that when we scanned the things, and we had gone to know about the Malthus. Malthus tried to link population and food facility, and he said that the population is increasing in a geometrical proportion, and the food facilities are in a arithmetical proportion. And he deliberated a lot many things, and it was said that perhaps a negative thinking he is propagating. Then he had further gone to research Malthus to prove his theory. And yesterday what I said, that if we have seen the Sustainable Social Development 2030 or Millennium Development Goal also, they also talk, the first objective among the 17 is zero hunger. So by and large, in all our international, flagship programs and national programs, poverty, hunger, all remains. Is it because of the population growth or not? Is a matter which I think I should leave it to you, not to discuss too much, and to come to the topic of adolescent issues, reproductive childhood, which is the very, very important aspect, and giving the key of the sexes to the hands of the girls and women. Our focus, the sexes to key and control, to my understanding here, is women and girls. And I take the opportunity now to invite Professor Sankar Chaudhary. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Rajesh. Thank you. And it's really heartening to know that you are also renaming the Population Club, now renaming it as Population and Development Club. It's really a wonderful initiative. So today, my presentation is going to be on sexual reproductive health and rights of adolescents. So it's a very interesting topic, but before we get to that, we want to know where did this idea come from? And my request to all of you, please go, just do Google search and search International Conference on Population and Development, Cairo, September 1994. Please look at the background. आपको मतलब you don't have to fully focus and study it and remember it by heart, but just glance through it. Then you will understand why is this sudden interest in sexual reproductive health and rights for adolescents. Because we were earlier talking about population explosion, population bomb, ye wo. The entire focus shifted from, very negative thinking to a very positive, which is rights based and which also focuses on service delivery. So please, it's a international conference on population and development, and it's a United Nations coordinated program which had a conference which was held in Egypt in September 1994. Please go through it when you have time, just as a matter of interest. Read it, and then you will find out how and where this concept of reproductive health and rights came in. Okay. Now, the topic today is sexual and reproductive health and rights. I'm talking about this. First, next slide, please. Yes. No. Next one. इससे पहले वाला sexual reproductive health and rights essential element, ये था crux, and it was actually UNFPA which took the lead, United Nations Program for Population and Development, which took the lead, but it was generally all UN NGOs and international NGOs, everybody participated, and it is a policy document, it's a vision document, and the entire focus changed from population to health and reproductive health. Okay, if we look at sexual reproductive, next slide please. If we look at sexual reproductive health and rights, now what is the framework? इसका framework क्या है? इसका concept कहाँ से आया? इसका framework and the concept has come from human rights. It's a human rights based thing. It's human rights related to sexuality and reproduction. The pura focus is on human rights. It's within the human rights that we are now talking about human rights related to sexuality and human rights related to reproduction. So इसी focus के ऊपर we have we are covering four major areas. If you are focusing on this, so what are the areas? We are covering four major areas. Eight, one, sexual health, जिसके बारे में बहुत चर्चा नहीं हुई अभी तक और बहुत चर्चा होती भी नहीं है. And people are very shy, teachers are very shy, students are very shy, parents are very shy. Nobody talks about sexual health. उसके साथ साथ we are also talking about reproductive health. I mean, what is reproductive health? पहले reproductive health होता ही नहीं था. We only had family planning. So, reproductive health, what is reproductive health? And sexual health के साथ साथ what are sexual health rights? कुछ हमारे sexual health के कुछ rights हैं क्या? Sexual health, sexual rights. Do we have any sexual rights? And then reproductive rights. So ये four major components जो कि part of sexual reproductive health and rights का part हैं. So our focus today will be actually unfolding all these layers one by one and seeing हम कहाँ तक इस पे काम कर रहे हैं और कहाँ तक सक्सेसफुल हैं. अगर हम सेक्सुअल हेल्थ की बात करें, then we immediately look at WHO and we look at the definition provided by WHO. Sexual health is a state of physical, mental, social well-being in relation to sexuality. Last time when I talked to you about health and mental health, we also saw this kind of a definition. Now this is again same definition by WHO. Sexual health is a state of physical state, mental and social well-being in relation to sexuality. तो sexuality के context में हम बात कर रहे हैं. It requires a positive and respectful approach to sexuality. बहुत important है. A positive and respectful approach to sexuality. It can be, sexuality can be of various degrees, various types, any type, but the approach has to be positive, approach has to be respectful, and also we need to have positive and respectful approach to sexual relationships. Sexual relationship, heterosexual relationship, homosexual relationship, lesbian relationship, any type of relationship, we have to have positive approach and respect. As well as, we are also identifying the area sexual experience ke saath saath, we are also looking at sexual pleasure. Is there a pleasure associated with it? And the most important aspect is it free from coercion, discrimination, and violence? क्योंकि आपको सबको मालूम है sexual violence is something which is very, very rampant in all societies, not only in India, but every society. So the sexual health, is sexual health pleasurable? Is it devoid of any coercion, discrimination, and violence? So comprehensive hai. It is sexual health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being in relation to sexuality. The approach has to be respectful and positive, and we have to see to it that it is free from coercion, discrimination, and violence. So, mota mota, this is the definition of sexual health. Next, sexual health के साथ साथ, are there any sexual rights? Are there any sexual rights? And your department takes the lead. So you know that there is a huge LGBTQI community, and they have been fighting for their rights, and they've been fighting for their reproductive rights also. So are there rights? Yes, the right to freely and without coercion, violence, or discrimination to have control over and make decisions concerning one's sexuality, including sexual reproductive health. मतलब बिना किसी दबाव के, बिना किसी violence के, बिना किसी discrimination के, a person should have control over his sexuality or her sexuality, and it should also the person should also have full control over his or her sexual and reproductive health. So this is mota mota a sexual rights. Now, next please. Now we let's look at the reproductive health. What is reproductive health? मतलब क्या है? Very nice word. What does it mean? Reproductive health implies that people are able to have responsible, satisfying, healthy reproductive system and safe sex life. Please underline the word responsible. Please underline the word responsible. We are talking about responsible sexual behavior. Responsible sexual behavior is not making somebody pregnant, is not violence, is not forcing somebody, is not violating the rights of somebody. So, all this is a part of responsible sexual behavior. And we are also saying that it should be safe, that the safe sex should be safe, whether it is HIV, whether it's sexually transmitted infection, or whether it is unwanted pregnancy. Sex should be safe and it should be satisfying. ये भी हम कह रहे हैं कि sex has to be satisfying. That they have the capability to reproduce and the freedom to decide if, when, and how to do so. So reproductive health का एक facet, one facet is also the capability to reproduce. Are the couples, are the people capable to reproduce, and the freedom to decide when to reproduce, how to reproduce, and how often to reproduce. तो पूरा rights based approach है. तो it is all on the hands of the individual. आपके ऊपर सारी rights हैं. You have to decide, you have to be responsible, you have to practice safe sex, you have to have the capability to reproduce, and you have the freedom to choose when you want a child or when you don't want a child, or when you want to have sex or when you don't want to have sex. That whole freedom, it is all a part of reproductive health. Okay, next, we are now talking about reproductive rights. मैंने reproductive sexual health के लिए before I started talking, I wanted to familiarize you with the definition, with the aspects, with the components, and what does rights mean. So I want a full background. I want to give you a full background of what it is, because these terms we use all the time. Reproductive health, sexual health, we are using it all the time. But do we know the context? Do we know the background? And do we know the content? ये क्या है? And we are also using rights-based approach, right? So do we know what is a rights-based approach? Okay. So reproductive rights. Reproductive rights implies that people are able to have responsible, satisfying, and safe sex life. Very easy. The people are responsible and they take the responsibility and they practice safe sex life, and they also satisfy in the sexual act. They have the abilities to reproduce and the freedom to decide if and when and how often to do so. तो पूरी freedom आपके ऊपर है, on the person. They know that they are capable to reproduce, and they have the freedom, and they have the freedom to also decide when to have a baby or when not to have a baby, and how often, how many times do you want to have a baby, all this. Now the capability of freedom of capability to reproduce, इसमें वो भी आ जाता है. Couples who are not fertile, whose reproductive health is not as good as others. So can they seek help? Can they get in artificial insemination, in vitro fertilization? All these aspects are also covered within the aspect of reproduction and freedom and the choice. I don't want to have my baby. I can. Please continue with the previous slide. I want to continue with the. I don't want to have the baby. I want to go in for a surrogacy. Please, last पिछले वाला slide please. Uh, now, what is important is next one, reproductive rights. इसका ये मतलब है men and women have to be informed. तो हमने programs बना दिए कि yes कह दिया, we said that rights are important, that sexual reproductive health is important, but do we have wherewithal to inform people to make this important choice? क्या हमारे पास services हैं? Do we have health services, reproductive health services? Do we have sexual reproductive health services? Do we have medicine? Do we have the choice? And do we have campaigns? Do we have campaigns which will familiarize people with their rights, with their choice, with their options? All this. तो इसके साथ साथ complete package of health education is absolutely critical, और जो कि आपका department will be taking the lead role in doing this. Complete package of sexual reproductive health education and behavior change will become very, very necessary. Now, एक पीछे वाला slide दिखाइए please. Next one. इससे बाद वाला next. नहीं, हाँ, yeah, this one. Now, this a big campaign, a big movement. My body belongs to me. मतलब rights की बात है. I decide what I want to do with my body. I decide whom to have sex with. I decide my sexual health. I decide my sexuality. I maybe my sexual orientation could be anything. I could be heterogeneous. I could be a person MSM जिसे हम कहते हैं, men who have sex with men, or I could be a female who are having sex with female. So all these things are part of the rights. और ये बहुत अच्छा पोस्टर है which says my body belongs to me and I have the right to decide. Okay, next please. अगर हम राइट्स की बात करें तो ये जो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ एंड राइट्स, तो इन्होंने वो जो यूएन चार्टर ऑफ राइट्स हैं, ऑल द यूएन चार्टर ऑफ राइट्स, उसके अंदर से इन्होंने 14 यूएन चार्टर में 14 ह्यूमन राइट्स हैं, तो वो ह्यूमन राइट्स को इन्होंने बदल दिया टू मेक इट इनटू ह्यूमन राइट्स रिलेटेड टू रिप्रोडक्टिव एंड सेक्सुअल हेल्थ. तो मैंने हाईलाइट किया है नॉट ऑन ऑल 14 बिकॉज ऑल 14 आर लिटिल जनरल, बट मैंने उन 8 को हाईलाइट किया विच आर वेरी क्रिटिकल टू सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ. द राइट टू इक्वालिटी एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, ये तो यूनिवर्सल डिक्लेरेशन है. इसमें अगेन इक्वालिटी एंड नॉन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, यू नो योर सेक्सुअल ओरिएंटेशन कैन बी एनीथिंग, you can be a transgender, but you have the right to equality and non-discrimination. Right to autonomy and body integrity. You know, you can decide whether you want to have vaginal intercourse or sexual or anal sex or oral sex. That is your body. You have the right. The right to be free from torture and inhuman, degrading treatment or punishment. You know, lots and lots of children are subjected, even adults are subjected to cruelty, torture. That's why Supreme Court had to come out and come out with a law on marital rape happening within the marriage. So this is another very important right. The right to be free from all forms of violence and coercion. Nobody can coerce me into having anything. Nobody can have sexual violence. Rape is a matter of sexual violence. So the right to privacy. I can have gay sex in my house. I have the right. Now that the 377 is passed, so yes. The right to highest standard of health, including sexual health. Now, all these are very nice things to say. But if we do not have health services, next wala hai. If we do not have health services which are giving us these things, अगर हमारे पास हेल्थ सर्विसेज नहीं है तो इन सब चीजों के बात करना बेकार है. तो वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन गिविंग एक्सेस टू services which are affordable and accessible. तो राइट टू एजुकेशन तो है ही, मगर इसके साथ हम लोगों ने ये भी जोड़ा है कि राइट टू एजुकेशन एंड द राइट टू कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव सेक्सुअलिटी एजुकेशन. क्योंकि when we are in 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, there is a need to give comprehensive sexuality education, जो कि अब हमारे पास अभी तक नहीं है. हमारे पास कभी एडोलेसेंट एजुकेशन होता है, कभी एडल्ट हेल्थ होता है, मगर अभी भी comprehensive sexuality education नहीं है, because as policy makers we are all very shy to use the word sexuality. तो ये इसीलिए सेक्स एजुकेशन है नहीं. वी कॉल इट लाइफ स्किल्स, वी कॉल इट एडोलेसेंट एजुकेशन, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोलते हैं, बट वी नीड टू हैव कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव सेक्सुअलिटी एजुकेशन. और इस राइट के साथ साथ एक और राइट है, द राइट टू डिसॉल्व मैरिज और टर्मिनेट रिलेशनशिप विथ consent, ये भी है. एंड द लास्ट वन, द राइट टू डिसाइड whether to have children, spacing between the children, and the information that comes along with it should also be there. Somebody should help couple to decide and give options, give the choice. तो ये rights की बड़ी important बात है. So all these things are matter of rights and we need to have a look at this. Okay, so let us talk about little bit about adolescents. Who are these adolescents? बहुत interesting है. There is no comprehensive, you know, all worldwide acceptance. Now, generally, adolescence जो पीरियड है, adolescence जो एक पीरियड है जिसको हम कहते हैं adolescent सेंस, और adolescent एक एज है. तो adolescent जो पीरियड है, we say it is starts from 10 and goes up to 19. और फिर हम ये भी कहते हैं कि अर्ली एडोलेसेंस 10 to 13. हम ये भी कह रहे हैं कि अर्ली एडोलेसेंस में देयर शुड बी प्रोग्राम्स ऑन मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन, मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ, रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ शुरू हो जाना चाहिए. मिडिल एडोलेसेंट 14 to 16, लेट एडोलेसेंट 17 to 19, because 17 to 19, 18 years is the legal age at marriage also. Youth 15 to 24, तो काफी थोड़ा मिक्सअप है. एंड यंग पीपल, जो WHO says they are 10 to 24 years old. और प्रोफेसर राजेश बताएंगे कि साक्षर भारत में यंग पीपल का डेफिनेशन था 14 to 35. तब एडल्ट एजुकेशन में 14 to 35 का एज ग्रुप था. तो देयर इज अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ मिसमैच. हम ये कहते हैं कि 10 to 14 इसलिए रखा है क्योंकि देयर इज अ ग्रोथ स्पर्ट, बिगिनिंग ऑफ सेक्सुअल मैच्योरिटी, एंड स्टार्ट टू थिंक एब्स्ट्रैक्टली. थोड़ा सा इंडिविजुअल पर्सनालिटी स्टार्ट्स डेवलपिंग, थोड़ा सा सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग. एंड टू सर्टेन एक्सटेंट आज इस एज ग्रुप में girls also attain their puberty. Middle 14 to 15, physical changes are very prominent, complete हो जाता है. And then develop stronger sense of identity, बहुत strong sense of identity है. मैं macho हूँ, मैं hero हूँ, मैं ये सब gender construct आ जाता है. Relates to strong peer pressure, peer group का pressure बहुत होता है. इसी age group में people also peer pressure में smoking, drinking और drugs भी इसी एज ग्रुप में अंडर peer pressure, I have to develop my own personality आ जाता है. Thinking becomes reflective, you look at the peer and you want to behave that way. Late adolescent, body takes adult form, has distinct identity and is more settled in the opinion. तो ये है late adolescent की बात है, 16 to 19. But you all know that in India, girls get married at 18, which is the legal age of marriage. Lots and lots of places, girls and boys get married in this age, 16 to 19 में. ना ही सिर्फ गर्ल्स की शादी होती है, बट बॉयज की भी शादी हो जाती है. You know that this is very, very deep concern, matter of concern for reproductive and sexual health. Okay, next one, please. Next slide. Next, next, next. Okay, थोड़ा सा और explain कर रहा हूँ adolescence because this is next वाला. Then because you know it's such an important thing. Next, please. हाँ, next, not the previous next. हाँ. You know, I already explained it's a time of rapid physical and psychological, cognitive and emotional growth and development. Please, when you're talking about population and development, it's very important to recognize this fact that this period is a period of rapid physical and psychological, cognitive and emotional growth and development. This is distinct from both childhood and adulthood. ना ये बच्चे चाहे चिल्ड्रन हैं ना ये बच्चे अडल्ट हैं बट यू कैन इमेजिन 18 या 16 ईयर्स में शादी हो जाती है तो दे आर नाइदर एडल्ट नॉट चिल्ड्रन सो distinct age group hai, a time in which new capacities are developed, new skills are developed, new capacities are developed. That's why we say ki this is the time when we need to give impart life skills education, skills based education, a time to next one, a time for new capacities to develop, a time to test independence from the family. Lots and lots of children, young people, boys, girls, everyone, you know, independence from the family. And just imagine a person who's a transgender or who's lesbian or gay. This is a very trying and testing time for them because it is a period of development, it is a period of physical and emotional development, it is a period of attraction, it is a period of changes. So it's a time when lots and lots of transgender people drop out of the school because they cannot handle this. A time for changing new relationships, peers, partners, parents, social relationships, expectation, roles, and responsibilities. And this is the time when responsibilities and roles are there. This is the time when family, society, everyone expects. Give you an example. There is so much pressure on children in this age. All the parents want their children to get 99%. So there is so much. The schools want 100% result. The schools want every child in the school should come out with a first division 90% holder. So there is so much pressure, there is so much expectation, and there's so many challenges. But please remember, adolescence is a beautiful period. Please don't use the term adolescence is a very disturbing period. ऐसा मत कहिए. Don't make it negative. मैं एनसीईआरटी की बुक 20 years ago I was reviewing तो उसमें था पहला टॉपिक the period of adolescence is a very turbulent, disturbing period. I mean, why do you make it so negative? We don't say old age is a very disturbing period, very negative. No, we don't say childhood is a very, don't make adolescence a disturbing period. It's a period where there are physical and emotional changes, yes, psychological changes, but it is a beautiful period. It is a period which will never come back. So don't make it negative and don't make it into a period which is horrible. Don't do that. ये एक चीज आप प्लीज ध्यान रखिए और जब भी आप लिटरेचर पढ़े तो प्लीज try and avoid ye wale terms like it's a turbulent period, it's a period where there are lots and lots of tragedies in children's life. Ye sab nahi. It's a part of growing process. It's a period which is as good or as interesting as any other period. Okay, next one. When we are talking in terms of this, and since Professor Rajesh was talking about this, so you should know, is there anything like this in the Indian government program? Yes, there is reproductive and child health, and there is reproductive and child health part one and reproductive and child health part two. And part two reproductive and child health may adolescent reproductive and sexual health (ARSH) is a very important component जो कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज ऑलरेडी इम्प्लीमेंटिंग. आई डोंट नो हाउ गुड और बैड इट इज, बट एट लीस्ट इन पॉलिसी इट इज देयर. ओके, ना थोड़ा सा आपको ये बताने की जरूरत है कि आर्ट्स की स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है. ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू कंट्रीब्यूट टू RCH2 गोल्स. इसका क्या गोल है? टू रिड्यूस इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट, बाल मृत्यु दर घटाना. MMR, मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट, मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट को भी घटाना. एंड TFR, टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट, इसको भी रिड्यूस करना. वी डोंट वांट पीपल, we don't want couples to have 5 or 6 or 7 children. We would like couples to plan their pregnancy and to have at least couples to have 2 children. So it is very important that we bring the fertility down also. Reducing teenage pregnancy. We should try every effort to stop child marriages and to try and educate people so that there are no teenage pregnancies, because teenage pregnancies are um, teenage pregnancies are challenged with lot of health and psychological issues. Meeting unmet contraceptive need, unmet contraceptive need. If a couple are married, you know, they are married 18, 19, they are married and they want contraceptive, तो उनके contraceptive needs को भी हमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. We should provide them services. Normally services are not provided to contraceptive services are not provided to people below the 18 years, but if they are married or if they are having sex, so yeah, these services should be available. Reducing number of teenage maternal death. The number of girls, the number of teenage girls, married teenage girls who die during pregnancy is enormous. I will come to a case study later, so just keep this in mind. And also reducing incidence of STI, sexually transmitted diseases, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all these sexually transmitted diseases को भी कम करने की strategy है. Give them proper behavior change, communication, education. Let them change their behavior. Let them use safe sex practices. And finally, reducing the proportion of HIV in the age group of 10 to 19. So 10 to 19 years के age group में भी हमें we have to reduce HIV. So this is the ARSS strategy. So you are now familiar with the Government of India program. अगर हम adolescent health problems की बात करें तो हम देखते हैं कि there are variety of issues, the health, sexual reproductive health issues of adolescent boys and girls which are not met, which are not addressed, and which are not addressed in a very confidential manner. Menstrual problem for girls. This is, next please. This is a major problem. This is a major problem. जिसके लिए very little education is there. Teachers are not equipped. ASHA workers are not equipped. Anganwadi workers are not equipped. The ANMs are not equipped. And worst of all, the parents are not equipped. The parents are also not well equipped. They don't talk to them. At least so there are some mothers who do talk to them, but most of the time they don't. Then men's reproductive health issues. Now this is a very neglected area. A boy who is 14 years old, 15 years old, who is getting sexually attracted, who is getting these sexual urges, he is getting erect, he is getting an erection, he is also masturbating. Now, where is the education for this? At the All India Institute, we used to run a sex and marriage counseling clinic. और उस सेक्स एंड मैरिज काउंसलिंग क्लिनिक में इतने बच्चे आते थे बिटवीन 16 एंड 19, और उनकी सब लड़के, उनकी सब की एक प्रॉब्लम थी, सर आई बीन मास्टरबेटिंग, तो मेरी हेल्थ खराब हो गई, मेरी आई साइट खराब हो गई, मैं स्टडीज में वीक हो गया. तो दीज आर मिथ्स एसोसिएटेड विद इट. बहुत ज्यादा गलत फहमियां हैं. फादर हमारे यहाँ पर कभी भी अपने एडोलेसेंट बेटे को नहीं बताता कि भाई अब तुम जवान हो रहे हो, यू विल गेट एन इरेक्शन, यू विल समटाइम्स हैव अ डिस्चार्ज एट नाइट. नथिंग, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। और एक बूंद वीर्या का 100 बूंद 40 बूंद खून से नहीं बनता, ऑल दिस बकवास हमारे यहाँ पर नहीं होता, वी डोंट टेल देम। So this is something which is very important. Teenage pregnancy, लड़की 16 years शादी हो गई, she is pregnant now. Look at the trauma, look at the mental health problems associated with it. Early and unprotected sex, you know, there are people who are getting attracted to each other, but they are not using protection, condom ka use nahi kar rahe, and girls are getting either pregnant or getting STI or HIV. So this is something which is very important. And at this age, addictive behavior, drugs, alcohol, all these are also this thing. Accidents and violation, you know, जितने भी acid attacks होते हैं इसी age group में होते हैं, attracted, and this is also a form of violence. Sexual abuse, and most of the time sexual abuse is done by a person who is known to the family. Now, depression and suicide because of sexual health, the depression and suicide, uske ilawa, when you are talking about adolescent health concerns and problems, you are talking of eating disorders also, mood swings, eating disorders. I remember when I was in a school, some 20 years ago, बहुत अच्छा private school था, तो प्रिंसिपल ने कहा सर प्लीज इन लोगों से लड़कियों से बात करिएगा कि सो इम्पोर्टेंट टू ईट ब्रेकफास्ट, दीज गर्ल्स कम टू स्कूल विदाउट ईटिंग ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच में भी दे डोंट ईट वेरी मच बिकॉज उनको साइज जीरो चाहिए. नाउ दिस इज समथिंग विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इट लीड्स टू एनोरेक्सिया and it leads to disorders, and parents do not have so much time to talk about this. So either it is malnutrition or it is overnutrition, and you see some of the boys who are so fat and obese. So either it is like this or that. Nutrition issues are very important, and so are the eating habits. These are very important. Next please, next slide please. Okay, now key health problems, sexual and reproductive health. Too early pregnancy, अगर बहुत early pregnancy है, if the woman is 14 years and 15 years or 16 years, her pelvic region is not developed. So early pregnancy is a great risk to the mother. Not only uska physical health but also mental health. Her school will go, her livelihood opportunities will go, and this will be a great thing. I mean, it will be a great risk for her health, and a lot of times these young girls who are pregnant die. Risk for the baby, बच्चे को भी बहुत risk है. Mother herself is undernourished. Babies are undernourished. Baby is born 2 kilos, 1.68 kilos. All these are very important things. Health problems during pregnancy and childbirth. You know, also, where are these deliveries taking place? Please don't look at Delhi, Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, big cities, but look at the small cities. Are there trained workers? आजकल तो फिर भी बहुत improvement है, but can we say that these are 100%? No, we cannot say the 100% institutional deliveries हो रही है. No, 100% institutional deliveries नहीं हो रही. अभी भी deliveries are being conducted at home by untrained community workers. Now, another important sexually transmitted infection, including HIV, ये तो बहुत important हो गया. I mean, teenagers, young people wanting to have sex, having sex for the first time, and getting HIV. Lots and lots of street children used to come to the All India Institute with anal gonorrhea, anal syphilis, मतलब anal area में sexually transmitted infection हो गया because they were having sex with each other, or sometimes they were forced sex also. So this is something which is very serious. Harmful traditional practice. एक हमारे यहाँ पर बहुत हार्मफुल ट्रेडिशनल प्रैक्टिस है जिसके लिए आजकल हम एक प्रोजेक्ट भी कर रहे हैं विद दिल्ली कमीशन फॉर चाइल्ड राइट. This is child marriage. We are looking at the child marriage situation. Now, this is also a very harmful traditional practice. I'll come to it in a later slide, but I'm just bringing this topic up because it's so important. Other issues जैसे injuries, violence, uh, intentional, non-intentional, domestic violence, mental health problems, substance abuse, substance use, endemic diseases, malaria, tuberculosis, and overnutrition or undernutrition. Either you're very, very thin or you're really fat. So, all these are key health challenges when we talk about sexual reproductive health of adolescents and young people. Next one. Now, I am coming to a very important and one of my favorite topic, and I have discussed this very quite often with Professor Rajesh also. We have recently conducted a study on child marriage in Delhi. In Delhi. मैं इसके आपको केस एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. You tell me what to do. Now, when we did the study on child marriage, we found that lots of young children were getting married, and this marriage was due to elopement. लफड़ा हो गया जी. लड़की पसंद आ गई, लड़की को भी पसंद आ गया, घर से भाग गए. ना घर से भाग गए, लड़की ने कुछ पैसे लिए घर से, मैंने कुछ पैसे लिए, मंदिर में जाके पुजारी को कुछ पैसे दे दिए, वी गॉट मैरिड. And then what we did, we started having sex. Why was all this done? Because they wanted to have sex. हमारे यहाँ सेक्स एजुकेशन तो स्कूलों में है नहीं, अगर है भी तो पहुंचते नहीं है. So boys don't know that, don't know that. And I've seen in many cases when the boy and girl returns, the family of the girl who is 16 years old, they immediately go and file a police complaint because the boy is 18-year-old, and the boy is immediately arrested under POCSO. This is Prevention of Sexual Offences Against Children. लड़की को तो माइनर कर दिया, लड़के को जेल में कर दिया. Now that has been done. But I'm talking of giving you a case example. This is a young couple, boy 17-year-old, wife, girl 16-year-old, eloped, भाग गए, भाग के आप शादी कर ली. The girl is pregnant. अभी 4-5 weeks मेरे ख्याल तक pregnant थी लड़की. Now, parents haven't accepted her. Boys' parents haven't accepted her because the girl doesn't belong to the same caste group. Girls' parents haven't accepted the boy because he's nikamma, avara, bekar, without job. Now, अगर हम rights की बात करें, human rights की बात करें, तो we are really talking of rights of 3 children, 3 minor. 17 साल का भी माइनर है, 16 साल का भी माइनर है. प्रेगनेंसी जो अंदर बच्चा है वो भी अभी आया नहीं है. विथ नो फैमिली सपोर्ट, नो लाइवलीहुड. तो कहाँ ये बड़ी बड़ी बातें? वेयर इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स? हैव वी एम्पावर्ड आवर बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स विथ प्रॉपर behavior change, communication about reproductive health and rights? Okay, you have run away and you have got married, but did you use the protection? Why didn't you use the protection till you were 21 or till the girl was 19 or 18? They didn't do it. Did we teach the children that look, sexual attraction at the age of 16 and 17 is very, very normal and natural? Normal and natural. हमें इसको हवा नहीं बनाना है, हमें इसको डराना नहीं है, और हमें इसको एक्सेप्ट करना है. Yes, it is happening, it will happen. So we have to impart that education. अगर हमने impart किया होता proper education, तो this boy who is 17 and this girl, they would have delayed their marriage, or they would have had marriage and they would have used protection and they would have not got pregnant. So, the fault lies with the system, the fault lies with the education. Now, what to do with this child? That was a major question. So, I brought this topic up because I wanted to give you a practical example. Okay, next slide, please. अगर आपके पास टाइम है, if you guys are interested, तो please read this document, Ending Impunity for Child Marriage in India. A very comprehensive document by Center for Policy Research and Center for Reproductive Rights. इन दोनों का है. Very interesting, very good policy research. Ending Impunity, laws क्या है, कहाँ तक laws पहुँच रहे हैं, घर तक पहुँच रहे हैं या नहीं. This is a very good research study. You must, if you have the time and interest, must look at it. Okay, next slide. I will skip this slide. Uh, Now, next one, please. Providing adolescents with sexual reproductive health and education. हमारे यहाँ कुछ myths हैं. Sexual reproductive health information promotes promiscuity and early sexual. अगर हमने बच्चों को बता दिया about safe sex, about condom use, about safe period, ये सब बता दिया तो they will start having sex and society will become promiscuous. मतलब society will have multiple sex. I mean, everybody will have multiple. This is not true. In reality, sexuality education contributes to higher adherence to abstinence. भाई abstinence is something which is very important जो हम बात नहीं करते. Abstain from sex till you are responsible, because पहला definition था responsible word. तो we are not responsible, तो it was not. ये जो 17 year और 18 16 year के लड़की, they were not responsible sexual behavior. High levels of it promotes high levels of abstinence, initiate sexual activity later, बहुत later करते हैं, और greater use of contraception, और वो क्योंकि उनको जानकारी होती है, so that's why they use more and more contraception, and fewer sexual partners, और sexual partners के भी reduction हो जाता है, and because sexuality education is has lays a lot of emphasis on gender and gender equality. So it also promotes gender sensitivity and gender equality. Sexual education can help protect young people from some of the potential risks of sexual activity. तो ये बहुत एक important चीज है जो हमारे policy makers शायद अभी तक नहीं understand करते. Next, please. एक मुझे बड़ा अच्छा स्लाइड लगा. दिस इज नॉट माय क्रिएशन बट फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट आई टुक, स्ट्रैटेजीज फॉर प्रमोशन ऑफ एडोलेसेंट हेल्थ. इसमें बहुत अच्छा एडोलेसेंट को इन्होंने दिया एंड अच्छी तरह बताया है. एडोलेसेंट ए इज सेइंग adoption of healthy lifestyle, which is very important. Adoption of healthy lifestyle is for everyone. Everyone needs to adopt healthy lifestyle. That's so wonderful. Then we are also saying D, develop appropriate, that is strategy, discourse, early marriage and teen. To develop appropriate strategies to stop, discourage early marriage and early teenage pregnancy. O, organize adolescent youth friendly clinics बनाइए. तो organize adolescents to take their sexuality, to take control of their own sexuality. L, जो हम बार बार कहते हैं, impart life skills education training, provide them with legal support and provide peer support, and let them also be supported by the parents, which is very important. E, educate about sexuality, about safe sex, about spirituality, and about responsible parenthood. बहुत जरूरी है. S, safe, secure, and supportive environment. ये बहुत important है. Are we providing them with a safe, secure, and supportive environment? C, counseling, जो आपके सेंटर तो कर ही रहे हैं. Counseling, curriculum for inclusion in schools, family life education, comprehensive sexuality education, all this. E, enable and empower for responsible citizenship. And N, networking for experience sharing. And T, ट्रेनिंग फॉर इनकम जनरेशन एंड टीम क्लब, जैसे आपके सेंटर विल डेवलप पॉपुलेशन डेवलपमेंट क्लब. तो दिस इज आई थिंक थॉट वाज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग. एडोलेसेंट को उन्होंने ब्रेक किया. ऑफ कोर्स वी कैन ऐड लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स टू इट, बट इट overall gives a nice perspective of what we want to do. Uh, Thank you. Reproductive health, reproductive rights, and sexual rights are all a part of human rights. We cannot talk of human rights without mentioning sexual rights and sexual reproductive rights. Thank you. Hello. Hello, next one. अच्छा वो दिखा दिया था. Hello. Hi, everyone. Everyone there?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. So I think you didn't see the last slide because last slide said thank you, and I said reproductive rights are human rights. Okay. Uh, that's it. Professor Rajesh, I'm done. Professor Rajesh, I'm done. Thank you.
Rajesh, sir, you're on mute.
Please unmute, sir.
Sir, unmute करिए and I am done. हो गया. Unmute करिए, Professor Rajesh.
राजेश सर, आप माइक साइन में क्लिक कीजिए. सर नीचे रेड कलर में. सर नीचे की तरफ वीडियो का साइन है और लेफ्ट साइड में माइक्रोफोन है. माइक्रोफोन ऑफ कीजिए.
सर विजय जी से आप हेल्प ले लीजिए.
प्रोफेसर राजेश क्या हो गया?
राजेश सर एपीडी ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, उसे रिमोटली ज्वाइन कर लीजिए.
सर संगर सुधीर सर लेफ्ट आई थिंक फॉर मी.
Sorry. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Professor Shankar Chaudhary has left already?
Yes, sir. He has just left.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you would have started question answer if any question was there. Suppose I was not in a position, you would have any question, or somebody would have given him vote of thanks.
Sir, maybe he rejoined. Maybe he's
Maybe he is trying. He might be facing the same problem as I was facing. No problem. Anyway, it's a very good program, and I hope when the department has the population education club, we were going to the colleges, and our service area universities were earlier in all the universities of Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. That is under Population Education Resource Center. And I might have shared somewhere that in postgraduate college Meerut, I remember the college, Raghunath Girls Postgraduate College. There, the girls' college had performed on Sati system, and that became a film and shown on Doordarshan when there were only two channels, Channel 1 and Channel 2. So under Channel 2 of Government of India, there were no private channel available. So this was a half an hour education program shown on Sati system. And during that time, I am talking 89, 90 kind of a thing. The girls group came from SNDT University, Mumbai. Some were from Mumbai University also. And they perform a 1 hour play in 20 colleges of University of Delhi on Beti Ai Hai. And how, the issue of Beti Ai Hai was discussed in the colleges from the birth to the entire life of development. and the issue that Professor Sankar Chaudhary discussed when we started 1995 counseling, we were receiving more than 150 calls, and mostly were adolescent and youth. And at that time, there was one person like Professor Sankar Chaudhary. None of you might have met. Basically, he was a doctor, eye surgeon, started working on HIV/AIDS. So we were working on that aspect and receiving around 100-150 calls every day related to adolescent and youth, and going to the hostels, college hostels, university hostels, and discussing there, sometimes in Jamia, sometimes in JNU, sometimes in DU, on HIV/AIDS and adolescent health issue with Dr. P.D. Nair. Later on, Dr. P.D. Nair left his original field. That is, he was an eye specialist with his wife, Binu Nair. They were permanent doctor in Hindu Rao, left that and become basically WHO and United Nations consultant on that HIV/AIDS aspect. And he began his, what you call his journey from that kind of a thing. I think Professor Sankar Chaudhary again joined. Sir, you have joined?
Yes,
You
sir,
are
please
like
join.
me. You are like me. You have to unmute.
I've joined. Yes, I've joined. Yes.
Yeah, and now I was just telling some previous sessions things. Now anybody has to ask anything,
Oh,
kind
yes.
of question or any suggestion or any future kind of a thing, because
How many comments?
yeah, or any comments, because this is very, very important. The sentence I will say, when we started this population education club, all these things were part of co-curricular activity, and that was started in 1983. And 10th plan, yesterday I discussed, UGC guidelines was there. UGC guidelines for population education club, and at that time the University Grants Commission was giving 5,000, not 5,000 of today's 5,000. I'm talking about 1980s 5,000.
I know that. I know.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
for
yes.
co-curricular activity. So
Yes.
debate, quiz. I had gone to Lucknow University, Faizabad University, Kshetra University, Rohtak University, and having lot many program on adolescent issue, HIV/AIDS issue. At that time, Dr. C. Bhatia was also there. So population education was the major issue. And when the debate of counseling came, UGC was very apprehensive कि हम general department को दे न दे. They said I will give it to ICMR because the technical issues Professor Sankar Chaudhary discussed. They said that perhaps the general university might not be in a position to handle, so we'll give it to professional medical organizations and all many things, And even when we started HIV/AIDS program, at the time the Pro Vice Chancellor, he is surviving and looking after environment. He was also not educated. Professor C.R. Babu, renowned in environmentalist, he used to say, अरे भाई HIV/AIDS में तुम्हारा क्या काम है? Adult Education Department क्या? तो what he wished to know कि उनकी ये training होनी है कि HIV/AIDS is not only a medical aspect. It has a social issue. It has a anthropological issue. It has a other kind of a issue. ये उनको
major social issue. Major
social issue. Yes. तो ये जो है फिर यूजीसी ने कहा start advocacy from the vice chancellor itself. VC की advocacy करो, principal की करो.
Very good, very nice.
So we had started all kind of things. Anyway, if anybody has to just share it, a very, very important session, and I could reminded of the issues and concerns when we were doing it in between 1980 to 2000. We had a very major program of UGC and UNFPA, and I could reminded of what Professor Sankar Chaudhary says. So it is now your platform if anybody has to say anything. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I may be allowed to ask.
Yeah, please.
Sir, Dr. Shankar, sir, for that session, I just had one thought to share and also a question. So my thought was regarding that. I think we need to keep looking back to defining what normal is, because I
Yes.
still feel normalization is very different and subjective for different people. And
Mm.
sex education as a subject is not looked upon in a very good light even in schools. It is
Ah.
just sporadically taught, and this is going back to my own experience when I was in school. We are being told about everything, about how to take care of your sexual health, but practically, going to the labs and seeing a demonstration, or those kind of experiences are absolutely not available.
Yeah.
And question is that what do you think would be the impact, or the extent of how sexual rights and reproductive rights can be exercised if the age of marriage is increased for girls?
You know, very interesting question. There's a raging debate on this issue, and I believe that the Prime Minister has set up a small committee to look at the age of marriage. They are thinking, I think, of in terms of gender equality and gender rights. They are, I think, thinking of increasing the marriage to 21 for both boys and girls. I am not sure about it, but I am told that there's a committee which is looking after it. But when I go to school, when I go to colleges and schools, and when I talk to young people about what do they think about this age at marriage at 18, everyone says that this is too low, this has to go up, this has to go up, this has to increase, this has to increase. But the question is, it's not the educated people, it's not the people of Delhi who want girls to be married at one go to boys who are employed, because they say do burden to kam ho gaye. I think laws will frame, livelihood. Are we addressing issues of empowerment? And I met both those girls and the parents, and both those girls at school, and they said, we don't want to get married, we want to complete our education. But the parents were hell bent. After that, I don't know what happened, and they are both in Tughlakabad, Delhi area. After that, I don't know what happened, but we had a long, and then we went to the police station also, and when we went to the Child Rights Commission also. So everybody came, everybody counseled, everybody. But then the neighbors told us कि बहुत अच्छी बात है, आप तो करके जा रहे हैं, ये चुपके से गांव में चले जाएंगे जाके करें.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
very
don't
important.
know. Even that is something which we need to keep in mind. All these rules, policies, rights, बड़ी अच्छी बातें हैं, but practically how we are able to implement, how much we do is a very different. That's why I gave you this case study of this young couple, जो कि really heart wrenching. What do we do?
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? You see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Myself,
Len. Yeah.
yes, sir. Myself, Lane. Greetings to you, Sir Shankar sir.
Len
And
is linked from Northeast. Now he's sitting in Northeast.
yes,
Hello,
yes.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'm from Northeastern. I'm doing my PhD under Professor Rajesh. So I was very much impressed about your presentation. It was
Okay,
indeed a
good.
necessary awareness that has be implemented in different areas among the especially among the adolescents. Uh,
Yes.
my coming straight to the question. So I wish you can throw some light in this matter. So my question is, it's a comment as well as question will be raised. The term and the concept "my body belongs to me." Yes, when my body belongs to me, when it comes to health and rights, I do agree to extent. But for a married couples, uh, for a married couple, there has been so many cases where divorce has happened, lack of misunderstanding between the husband and wife. So because if the husband is sometimes there are some cases where husband are not satisfied with the wife. There are some cases where a wife is not satisfied with the husband. So the term "my body belongs to me" is it this term contradictory or yes? When it comes to rights and health, I do agree, sir. So for the married couple, I do have to throw some light on this matter, sir. Thank you.
See, even for married couples, this is absolutely essential and critical. Wife may not be in a mood to have sex one day, and the husband is in a mood. So it's very important that we respect the right of the wife, and if she's saying no, it's no. Then you can't do, you can't almost compel the woman and almost rape her. That's not possible. So my body, even in the context of marriages, is my body, and I will know. I know when I want to have sex or I don't want to. And in a situation when the couple may think that, look, the wife may think that I am not mentally prepared to have a second child. I may feel there might be a lot of family pressure. The in-laws pressure may be lots, especially when they have already two girls, and there may be a lot of pressure to again have a child, again have conceive, again go through a pregnancy. Wife may not be interested. She may be in a job. She may not be prepared to handle another pregnancy. So it's very important that we respect the right of this, even in this situation. There are couples who have two daughters and barely 1 year has passed and they are again ready to produce. When the wife says, no, I'm not ready to have the third child immediately. I may think of having it eventually, but not now. So this is a matter of right, even in married couples. Even in married couples. Okay.
Yeah, anybody else? No, I don't think so. Any question? You can just think, you all young people, that this observance of World Population Day or the issue of adolescent reproductive health, Professor Shankar Chaudhary discussed in a very nice manner. It must go a long way. What should be the role of the department for increasing the age at marriage? Suppose Professor Shankar Chaudhary says that maybe for boys and girls it should be 21. So can we debate on that aspect and make some kind of a institutional opinion that how this is possible? Maybe Len will bring something from Northeast, some data. Maybe somebody, during the COVID time, I discussed with Professor Chaudhary, with somebody sitting in Bihar. I said, this is a very positive opportunity in a sense. We are sitting somewhere else. And within all the protocol, we can undertake small researches also. And that researches can be compiled, can be published, and can be given as form of opinion. This is very important issue that we discussed. But even today, in the unorganized sector, in the rural sector, in the disadvantaged group, what is happening? That what the male counterparts say, the female accept them as it is, because for them, the husband are gods, even if they are alcoholic. And they say the alcoholic husband has a right on her body, not on his body, on her body. Still, you can see the number of percentage in our country. I do not say in rural area, I do not say in slums and other. When I go to Jamia Millia Islamia, the girls used to say, sir, during that part in Delhi, maybe Madan or whatever, some area they say, during 6 PM to 7 or 9 onwards, the girls are advised not to come there. So as a student, as a girl student from Jamia Millia, we do not go there for data collection because the alcoholic male, counterpart, the youth, the adolescent, are roaming here and there in roads, and police or the legal system have no control. So the university colleges are talking about that. So whatever the situation we are discussing about the body, about percolate down to that. And yesterday, Professor Chaudhary, I said that what happened in all the matter, we always say the government responsibility. We never say our responsibility. We never say it is our responsibility. Who is the government? I am the government.
Yes.
You are the government. Professor Sankar Chaudhary is the government. Government is not only the Prime Minister. Since we select the government, so we are the part and parcel of the government. The responsibility cannot be just done on the government. As a teacher, what is our responsibility? As a student, as a scholar, what is our responsibility? We always say and conclude, भाई ये तो सरकार की responsibility है, ये government की responsibility है. No. Age at marriage और exercising the adolescent reproductive health, इसमें हमारी जिम्मेदारी है as a researcher, as a young, as a teacher, और वो हम responsibility को उस तरह से पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप में नहीं करके जिस रूप में होना चाहिए, अल्टीमेटली हम सब कुछ कर देते हैं. फिर अल्टीमेटली गवर्नमेंट को क्या लगता है कि भाई अगर हम पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन और इसकी सेक्स एजुकेशन की बात करेंगे तो कहीं हमारे वोट बैंक में ना आ जाए ये इफेक्ट. नो, इट इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज ए एजुकेटर, एज ए यंग पर्सन की भाई नॉर्थ ईस्ट में सिटिंग करता हुआ लैंड कितने लोगों को एजुकेट कर पाता है, ये बता दे. 100 लोगों के सैंपल में मुझे और प्रोफेसर शंकर चौधरी को, सर वी डिस्कस्ड अमंग 100 बॉयज एंड 100 गर्ल्स, उसमें ये ओपिनियन आया है अबाउट द एज एट मैरिज, ये ओपिनियन आया है अबाउट सेक्सुअल एंड रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ, और 200 सैंपल पे हमें बता भी दे और एक पेपर भी बना दे और फिर शंकर चौधरी से पूछे सर इसको आप देख के बताएं हम कहाँ छपा. बिकॉज इट इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि हम इसको आगे बियॉन्ड रूप में कैसे ले जाके करें और एक रिचुअलिज्म के रूप में नहीं करें. तो ये हमारी बहुत ज्यादा एक ग्रेटर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के रूप में होते हैं. और शंकर चौधरी यू कुड जस्ट सर शेयर कि व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड द काउंसलिंग सर्विसेज और इस तरह के डाटा व्हाट यू वर शेयरिंग, 100, 150, 200 आते थे सर. एंड यू रिमेंबर डॉक्टर पीडी नैयर उस समय आते थे, जुड़े रहते थे एज एन आई स्पेशलिस्ट. एंड लेटर ऑन इट यहाँ से जुड़ते हुए वो अल्टीमेटली कहाँ लैंड कर गए और उन्होंने आई फील्ड छोड़ दिया. और आई वाज कॉल्ड बाय यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन उस डाटा के बेसिस पर जब हम गए, और दे हैव आल्सो अप्रिशिएटेड आवर एफर्ट्स व्हेन इन एडल्ट एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट देयर वर नो सिटिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अवेलेबल. मैं उस समय की बात करता हूँ. तो अल्टीमेटली एज ए रिसर्चर हायर एजुकेशन के रूप में हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम ज्यादा इसको और ये नहीं कहेंगे. सिंस यू डू नॉट हैव टू शेयर एनीथिंग, आई होप प्रोफेसर शंकर चौधरी विल say as part of the concluding remarks, and I'm really thankful. And I think some of you, or maybe Parnita or somebody, will just make a kind of a report why it is required, but report for me also. Look, this was not a ritualism that you have done. You have something to look forward. You have something to do as a homework. And so that we can carry forward something, we can send to report to the university. Look, on World Population Day, on this occasion when the University of Delhi completely neglected that issue, the age at marriage, adolescent reproductive health issues and other things, we have a small say, and this is the part of the report which we can share. Professor Shankar Chaudhary, the last thing that I would like to.
Very good, Professor Rajesh. You summed it up so well. It's really very helpful. My one request to all of you is, as Professor Rajesh pointed out, please think of publishing research papers. You know, all these areas are so important. Is in areas में there's so little work which has been done. So it will be very helpful to you in your future goals and in your future job perspectives also, because adolescent reproductive health, child marriage, all these are very important areas, and इसमें job opportunities भी बहुत हैं. So please think about this, because uh, as teachers or as guides, we are not only with you for academic purpose, but we would also like to see you successful in your careers, and we will also like to be a part of that journey. So take spend some time, read something, and also do, as I say, quick and quick and dirty research. मतलब ये नहीं कि बहुत सैंपल साइज सिलेक्ट किया, ये किया, वो किया, epidemiology लगा दिया, नहीं. Quick and dirty research on even a small thing like what should be the age of marriage of girl, and you can change.org है आजकल. Float the question on change.org. What is what should be the legal age, and what do girls think about it? So yeah, something like that. Take some initiatives, and we are of course there to help you and guide you. Thank you very much for being such good listeners. राजेश अब म्यूट में है फिर.
Sorry. Thank you for reminding the very, very important issue. And you see, we have, linked there, and we thought that the Population Education Club or Population Development Activity, we will certainly, revive. It is no matter of where the resources will come. Once the good activities will come, the resources will come, And what Professor Sankar Chaudhary was talking, Professor Armiti Desai, the UGC chairperson, I was talking somebody to scholar. She was telling in Indian, International Institute of Population Sciences, when I was there in her inaugural speech, that she said that you should not always wait कि हमें बड़ा सा प्रोग्राम में 100, 200, 1000, 2000 सैंपल पे एज ए रिसर्चर, एज ए यूथ 25, 50, 100 के बीच में लाइक सम ऑफ यू कैन डू कि भाई मान लीजिए वी हैव टॉक टू डू. अब हम मान लीजिए स्लम्स में विद इन द प्रोटोकॉल जा करके 100, 150 गर्ल्स के बीच में, यूथ के बीच में जा करके उनसे पूछें कि भाई एज एट मैरिज क्या हो, या मान लीजिए एज ए गर्ल सब गर्ल्स के खाली सैंपल लेकर के कहें कि भाई हु टेक्स डिसीजन अबाउट द एडोलेसेंट रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ इशू, हु टेक्स डिसीजन अबाउट द स्पेसिंग, हु टेक्स अबाउट डिसीजन अबाउट अदर काइंड ऑफ ए थिंग which as a girl you can ask to women and girl, और उसके बेसिस पर आप एक पेपर करके लाओ. तो प्रोफेसर शंकर कहते हैं these things are desire as a researcher, और इस तरह के जरूर आवश्यकता है जो स्लम्स में और वहां जाकर के देखते हैं. वी सी 1 or 2 सैंपल में डोमेस्टिक वर्कर्स और वो सब आते हैं, दे हेजिटेट टू से कि 8, 9, 10 बच्चे हैं, एंड अल्टीमेटली दे से कि भाई मैडम ये हमारे हाथ में कहाँ होता है, ये तो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता कि भाई माय अल्कोहलिक हस्बैंड what he has done it. So we cannot say no. The girls or women in slums, और ये कितने परसेंट आप डाटा लाओ कि कितने परसेंट dare to say their husbands to no. से नो कितने परसेंट लोग कह सकते हैं. इस तरह के जो 10-20 सिंपल के बीच में यू कैन हैव ए वेरी गुड पेपर, एंड एज ए रिसर्चर अल्टीमेटली एक आई ओपनर होगा. और जो लास्ट थिंग दैट आई शुड नॉट रिपीट कि ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि मान लीजिए 1000, 2000, 4000, 10,000 के बीच में हम लोग ये ओपिनियन लाए और गवर्नमेंट को हम लोग ये दें कि भाई वी हैव कलेक्टेड डाटा फ्रॉम 10,000, और दे विश कि आप जल्दी से जल्दी पार्लियामेंट के अंदर जाके एज एट मैरिज फॉर बॉय एंड गर्ल्स को हमारे डाटा के अनुसार 21 कर दीजिए. तो कम से कम आपको लगे कि भाई आज प्रोफेसर शंकर चौधरी के सेशन के बाद यू हैव गॉन टू द फील्ड, और आपके पास और कुछ नहीं 2, 4, 5, 10,000 का डाटा है जिसके बेसिस पर आप ये रिकमेंडेशन गवर्नमेंट को करते. सच थिंग वी यूज टू डू. I think Professor Shankar Chaudhary will agree that as a public institutions, ये न लगे कि भाई हम खाली बैठ के चाय पी रहे हैं अकेले क्यों कोविड में. I cannot offer to Professor Shankar Chaudhary and you people, तो ये तो सरकार का हम पैसा बचा दे रहे हैं कि मैं कम से कम एक कप चाय पे पूरा प्रोग्राम. Anyway, thank you. I will not take too much time. It's a very useful session, and those who are you are associated today, बहुत अच्छा है. And it is no matter कि कितना क्या रहेगा. लास्ट कहेंगे सर, could you remember प्रोफेसर शंकर चौधरी कि यूजीसी के किसी प्रोग्राम में काउंसलिंग में you were sitting, I was also there. तो somebody was asking, सेशन में जा रहा था और पूछ रहे थे कितने एक दिन में टेलीफोन काउंसलिंग आते हैं, कितने लोगों को आप काउंसिल करते हैं. तो यू आर सिटिंग जस्ट नियर बाय और कोई 100 कोई 200 250 एंड देन यू यूज्ड टू टेल मी, राजेश ये कोई प्रसाद बांट रहे हैं क्या, ये 100 200 250 लोगों का एक दिन में कैसे क्या नाम करते हैं कि चेंज कर लेते हैं बिहेवियर. इसलिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये नहीं है कि भाई हम कितने लोगों का बिहेवियर, एक लोगों का भी अगर हमने एक हफ्ते में कर दिया. तो प्रोफेसर शंकर चौधरी कहते थे वन इज नॉट वन. आई से लाइक दैट कि एज ए हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट मैं एडल्ट एजुकेशन का खराब हूं तो 10 स्टाफ अपने लोगों को खराब करूंगा, नॉन टीचिंग 5 टीचर को खराब करूंगा, वो अपने फैमिली को करेंगे, वो अपने रिलेटिव को करेंगे, 100 200 को तो मेरे जैसा छोटा व्यक्ति डिस्टर्ब कर देगा. तो वन इज नॉट वन, वन इज ऑलवेज 100 and 200. You can remember Professor Shankar Chaudhary that used to say we were sitting in the University Grants Commission. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. I will not take too much time. And I think now I will continue to disturb in counseling and guidance session again, Professor Shankar Chaudhary, and we will be reminded of all these things in future.
Really good question.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Bye. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. Yeah. Thank you.